Well, hello, Transparent Church and friends. This is Pastor James with the word of the day. Today, I want to spotlight Psalms number 27, verses 13 and 14 from the New Living Translation, where we find these words. Yet I am confident I will see the Lord's goodness while I am here in the land of the living. Verse 14, wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. Well, as we start this day, I want to use for a theme as we continue on being courageous. I want to use for a theme for today the courage to believe. David has been given authorship of this psalm, this lamenting psalm, where he begins to share, starting out at the first part of the psalm, that the Lord is his light and his salvation. Then he asks the question, whom shall I fear? He's speaking from a place of understanding that he can have courage. And we've heard the saying before that courage is not the absence of fear, it's the ability to persevere in spite of fear. David is saying that I am following God and who rather is my light. So therefore, I don't fear what man can do to me. He's saying I have the courage to believe, and particularly while by the time we get down to verse number 13, I love the way the King James says it. He says it like that, like this rather, in King James Version. I would have fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. See, many of us just believe for heaven and hope for heaven, but God, when we believe him, he gives us the ability to have courage while we're here on earth. Here's what I'm trying to say as a hump day help. Believe until you're better. David said, I would have fainted. David said, I had enemies. David said, I thought about throwing in the towel, but I kept holding on to my belief, and my belief made me better. Here's what he leaves us with in the 14th verse. Wait on the Lord. Be of good, here's that word again, courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. So keep believing until you're better. And as we believe, God will build our courage so that we might be able to do things like run through troops and leap over walls and live in this world and still yet have a good day, because God is good in spite of all the bad that may come in our lives. God bless you, and let's make it a great day. Talk to you next time, Lord willing.